out finally. Spent a day in the repair shop, both for myself, or both for Maxwell and for the new trailer we picked up. We've got 5 days of driving, the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, to get to Vermont. Yeah, Vermont from Utah. It's perfect. It's 2,300 miles. It's a relatively relaxed load as far as times go. We're hauling a pretty cool cargo that I can't tell you about yet. But don't worry, I'll be able to tell you once we get closer. The reason I can't tell you yet is because this video, if there's any kind of delay on this trip, then it's entirely possible that I'll be uploading this video before I've made the delivery, because this trip is so long. So I've got to be a little more careful than normal. That way I don't wind up spilling the beans too early. Normally my trips are only 3 or 4 day affairs at the most, but this one's almost an entire week, so you know, requires a slightly different set of discretion as far as telling y'all what I've got and where it's going. Don't worry, it is very cool, I promise. Yeah, so our plan for today is to try and cross Wyoming. I've allotted at least 2 days just for that, just in case. That's an airplane taking off. The driver that picked this load up had the most of the weight on the rear axle, so we went ahead and moved that forward a little bit by sliding our trailer wheels back. So we're back in the 10th hole on this load, so that puts about 33,300 pounds on the drive tires, which is right where I like it. That gives us 700 pounds of wiggle room, which is more than enough wiggle room to account for adding fuel in Wyoming. Still be below 34,000, and it'll also make us more stable when climbing and accelerating, so that works out well for us. You want more of the weight on your drive tires than on your trailer tires, because that gives you more stability in many situations. Let's get on I-80 East. Turn up the windshield wipers a little bit. I don't have my GPS on because for the next 3 days at least, we're going to be crossing a whole bunch of places I've been a million times. Don't worry, we'll turn it on eventually. Y'all can get your fill of Google screaming at me to do things I shouldn't do. But for now, I know where we're going. And there's no amount of traffic information that will help me get there faster, so there's no alternate routes in Wyoming, except for 30 around Elk Mountain. We'll stop before we get to Elk Mountain and check on that, because we always do at this time of year. Last I had heard, there were no major issues on I-80 in Wyoming, but we'll see. We shall see. Alrighty, we finished the climb out of Salt Lake City. We're up near the reservoir at the foot of Echo Canyon. About to meet up with I-84, then head east out of Utah entirely and into Wyoming, where we'll spend the rest of the day. I love this reservoir, it's beautiful. Look at that, that's gorgeous. And the dam is mostly earthen from what I can tell. You can see all of it so much better from this side of the road than from the westbound side. It's actually a little bit frozen still, I'm surprised. I mean, it's 42 degrees up here and it's been warmer than that for several days. But it's been a very long while since I've been pulled into this Wyoming way station, so that means we might. There is a chance. Well, we had to make a quick stop in Wyoming to get my brand new steer tires retorqued. They tighten the lug nuts after you've driven at least 50 miles on the new tires. It's generally a free service, but since I got my new tires at Prime and not at TA in Salt Lake City, then I had to go through the whole get approval from Prime song and dance thing. And then the weather caught up with us, so great. Just great. I am so excited to be driving in this beautiful weather. Not now, Maxwell. But nice, big, fat, juicy snowflakes. Wait, juicy? Never mind. Well, yeah. Nice big snowflakes. A little difficult to see. There's another vehicle about half a mile in front of us that's almost completely disappeared. Not the worst visibility. Not good though. Well, the weather has finally cleared up a little bit, at least behind us. Looks like we might still hit a little more on the next mountain, but we'll see. We're coming up on Wamsutter. We're up in the Great Basin right now. We just drove through a little bit of a sleet storm. So there's still ice chunks flying off the truck every now and then, or dropping onto the windshield from the roof. But other than that, we're pretty much clear. It's 45 degrees outside, so it's melting quick. But we're coming up on Wamsutter, and the rule of the day, the rule of Prime, is that if you drive past Wamsutter, you fuel in Wamsutter. So this is our fuel stop for the day, so we're stopping here. We're going to grab some delicious diesel fuel. We've already lost 2 hours on this day by stopping for repairs, so we'll see if this costs us much more. At this point, I'll be happy to make Cheyenne tonight. Maybe Pine Bluffs. I'm not going to drive super late. It's already 1 p.m. Alright, forget that. The line for fuel here in Wamsutter is around the block. We're not getting in that. No way. No way, no how. Sorry. Alright, so we're going to pull over at the next rest area and redo our fuel algorithm. My time is worth way more than Prime is going to save by me sitting in that line. Alrighty, we just rolled off of Elk Mountain. We're coming into Laramie in the next few miles. It's still a little ways ahead of us. We're into the kind of open field to the east of Elk Mountain. It's pretty beautiful out here, I gotta say. I do like Wyoming. It's a great place to visit when the weather's not trying to kill me. But so since we didn't stop for fuel in Wamsutter, I ran the fuel algorithm again, and it's suggesting we stop at North Platte, Nebraska. Now, everything I've seen since we came out of the shop in Salt Lake City has indicated that my fuel problems have been corrected. Our fuel gauge is reading at half tank. We've used about 100 gallons. That's perfect. That's exactly where it should be. But, and this is the big but, do I want to risk running out of fuel? Because if I try and make it to North Platte without stopping again, and this problem has not been fixed, then I'm going to run out of fuel. Almost certain. If the problem's not been fixed. Everything I can see indicates that the problem has been fixed. The shop thinks the problem has been fixed. So, I don't know. Do I test it and find out if the problem has been fixed? Is that what we call this? I don't know. I've got my fuel algorithm here. And I've got it telling me to go that far and then fuel. So, I don't know. I don't know. On the flip side, we have so much time on this load that this is the one load that I've had lately where I can afford to run out if we have to run out on this load. This is probably the best chance I'm going to get to test it and see if it's actually fixed. Good evening, folks. We're back. So I've been driving about 9.5 hours so far today. Not continuously, interrupted every now and then by short bathroom breaks. We're going to try something somewhat new tonight. I've got an hour and a half left on my clock, and we have a basically guaranteed parking spot within that distance that we can get to. But there's a place right up ahead, about 5 miles ahead, where I've scouted parking before and never actually stopped there. So we're going to stop and see if that's a decent parking spot or not. If it is, we're going to spend the night here in Sydney. If not, if the spot I look for isn't available, or if it's got like signs up for a time limit, because it's attached to a Cabela store, the Cabela World Headquarters store, I might add. If there's a time limit on that spot or anything, then we'll just pop over to the Loves, see if we can get an easy spot there. If not, we'll get back on the road and head for the guaranteed parking at Big Spring, which is less than an hour east of here. So we do have a plan, and we've got a backup and a backup for a backup. So it's about 7 p.m., which is a little bit later than I'd like to be doing this, but we lost 2 hours to the TA getting the, we stopped at a TA to get I've got brand new steer tires on MacLeod. I don't know if I mentioned that. But that's a large part of the reason why we were in Salt Lake City, is because that was the thing we could do there. And I also needed to get my APU fixed, which was the reinforcing factor. But we got our new tires while we were there too. So I had to get those retorqued, because after you take a new tire 50 miles, you want to get the lug nuts tight, just to make sure they're not getting shaken off or anything. And that took 2 hours, because of course it did. So we're gonna stop pretty close. I'd have liked to have been here an hour ago, but that's life. Hopefully there is no time limit on the parking and there's plenty of spots left. That's what I'm counting on. It's not a truck stop, and it's not listed in Trucker Path as a place you can park. So I'm really hoping that the Cabela's closes at night, so they don't care if you park there at night. Though I'm guessing if you're there too long during the day, they might get a little annoying. But I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna find out. There's an RV dump station here? That's awesome. Is that a Jim Palmer? That is a Jim Palmer. All right. My eyes did not lie to me. It is indeed a Palmer truck. That amuses me. That's a 122. I don't think I know them. Am I in between the lines? Yes, I am. All right, cool. Perfect. I don't see any time limit signs or anything. So I guess we're here for the night. Sweet. We have successfully scouted our spot for the night. Satisfied with your navigation? Yes, I am. That was most excellent. I'm highly amused that there's another Palmer truck right here. They've got a... I don't see anywhere to use the bathroom, so we might have to walk over to the Sonic for that, which is no big deal. I don't know if Cabela's is open. I don't think it is. I don't see why it would be closed at 7:20, but I'm gonna go get food. And, yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. My name is Elio Dare, AzarAngel17 on Twitter, Xbox Live, and Steam. We found our parking spot for the night, and I think we'll be visiting this place fairly regularly. It's a perfect driving distance for a single day from or to Salt Lake City. So we might make a lot more use of this now that I know it's available and relatively easy to get a parking spot here. And of course there's a Sonic, a Pizza Hut, and Applebee's, Sap Brothers, McDonald's. Plenty of food options around, that's for sure. Alright, oh yeah, drop in and say hi on Twitter. I'm on Twitter all the time. That's the best way to get a hold of me. You can also leave comments below the video. My name on Twitter is AzarAngel17. You can throw me a like or subscribe if you enjoyed the videos. That'll help you keep up with what I do in the future. I didn't realize it was that windy. Now I'm just noticing those flags. That's fine. Have a great day.